Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Unity of South Sound. My name is Nicola Lindy. I'm going to be doing some special music today. The first song I'm going to play is a song that I wrote called Turn the Tables. And it was a song that I wrote in a time where I had a lot of people telling me what I need to do and what you ought to do, and this is what you should do, and all those shaming words that tell you that you're doing something wrong when you know in your heart that you've got something going that's right. And it was my way of saying, I've been watching you from the sidelines, and I've been watching you screw this up from the sidelines, and I've learned from your mistakes. I'm not broken. You don't need to fix me. I am not broken. You have no right to try to fix what does not need changing. I watch from the sidelines. I've waited a lifetime for my turn. I've wandered on my own. I've wanted so much more than you offer. So where do you play in, and what makes you say I am unable? When will you learn, and how do I turn the tables? Well, you are not listening. I have no patience to sit and wait for you to figure this all out. I've watched from the sidelines. I've waited a lifetime for my turn. I've wandered on my own. I've wanted so much more than you offer. So where do you play in, and what makes you say I am unable? When will you learn, and how do I turn the tables? Well, I am not fighting, 'cause you have no leg to stand upon, to be the one to tell me I'm wrong. Oh, I've watched from the sidelines. I've waited a lifetime for my turn. I've wandered on my own. I've wanted so much more than you offer. So where do you play in, and what makes you say I am unable? When will you learn, and how do I turn the tables? When will I learn? How do you plan to turn the tables? When will we learn there's no need to turn the tables?
Thank you, Nicola Lindy. Nicola will be playing in a singer-songwriter showcase coming up at the Mill in Milton. That's Wednesday, September 7th at 7 p.m. And so you can hear her and other amazing local singer-songwriters doing a round table. It's going to be fun. And then the next day, those of you who have been with us for a while know that Nicola and Dave Hannon are a musical power couple that come here and play for us, and we love them. And their daughter, Libby, turns 1 on September 8th. Congratulations. And welcome to the light and love that is Unity of South Sound. My name is Anita Landry, and it's my joy to welcome you here this morning. If you have any questions, concerns, or joys to share, you can contact our office during business hours at 253-301-0385 or email us at office@unityofsouthsound.org. And at this time, we also invite you to silence your cell phone. There's no shame in double checking. And now we invite you to relax, reconnect, and center in the truth of who we are. Will you please join me in saying our opening affirmation? There is only one presence and one power active in my life and in the universe, God the good, omnipotence. Our mission statement, inspired by the divine, as an inclusive spiritual community, we explore and express our highest potential. Our vision statement, present and centered in divine love, we co-create a peaceful and awakened world. And our core values, we are love, joy, abundance, spirit-guided. Now Reverend Megan will light our unity candle.
Thank you, Anita. And Nicola, I wanted to share with you, my father-in-law recently passed away, and his birthday was September 8th, and he would have been 105 this year. So it's a very special day. It's a reminder of the light that we are. So as we light this light, we take an opportunity to breathe it in and let it go. And just feel reconnected to that vibration of life that we are, that is active in and through and as us in everything we think, say, and do. We stand firm in knowing the truth that there is only one presence and one power active in my life, in the universe, and in this ministry. And as we align with that, we know we are one and we make a difference. And so let us send that light, just beam it out from you into this room, out into the community, out into the global community and the world around us, that we might lift up those that feel that they're in darkness and their hopelessness. We send that love to them. And as we all come into the awareness of the light that we are, we can make the world a brighter place. And so it is. Amen.
Now I invite you, if you're able, to stand and join with our song leader, Joey Sandalhill, in singing our congregational songs.
I John 1, just surrender, let it go, release and know. I breathe in, I breathe out, I take in, I give out, I let love, I let go, I release, and I know.
Now is the time in our service where we get to greet each other with a namaste greeting. If you feel comfortable, you can give an elbow bump. Otherwise, we invite you to place your hands together and say, Namaste. I behold the divinity you are. Namaste.
We could have everybody come back together and we will start singing the next song. One light shining as you and me, one love loving as you and me, 'cause God is all there is. One life living as you and me, one light shining as you and me, one love loving as you and me, 'cause God is all there is. I'm shining from the inside out, I'm so happy, I just wanna shout. One life living as you and me, one light shining as you and me, one love loving as you and me, 'cause God is all there is. One life living as you and me, one light shining as you and me, one love loving as you and me, 'cause God is all there is.
The inspirational reading for this morning is from the Daily Word. The word for today is purpose. I pursue my purpose with passion. Over the course of my life, I have discovered what has kindled my passions, captivated my attention, and made me feel most alive. My passions lead me to discover my purpose, to which I choose to devote my time and my life. My highest spiritual purpose is to live from my divine nature. My divine gifts of life, love, and wisdom express uniquely through my passions, fulfilling me while demonstrating the truth of my being. I listen to the still, small voice of spirit within to discern the best way to fulfill my purpose. I heed its call to learn, discover, and grow. It is never too early or too late to embark upon the journey of a lifetime. I am ready, willing, and more than able. The scripture is from John 18:37. For this I was born, and for this I came into the world, to testify to the truth. And now Reverend Megan will lead us in a time of meditation.
So I invite you to take a moment to prepare, to be present, to feel your seat supporting you, to put aside anything that may be a distraction, and just to start to breathe. So we allow the vibration of our singing prayer bowl to bring us into our heart space. And so we breathe with our eyes gently closed to the outer world and the physical senses of life. And we breathe into that inner vision that awakens us to know the truth of who we are. And breathing in gently, we just feel that vibration lovingly caressing us, washing over us, relaxing you, bringing you to center. As we gently let go of the thoughts of our morning, the activities of the afternoon, and just allow yourself to feel supported. And as you breathe out, to consciously, intentionally breathe out anything and everything that is not one with your divine self. Anything and everything that no longer serves your health and wholeness. Anything and everything that is a distraction and separates us from our oneness. And so surrender into this moment, into this space, into your heart, into that inner sanctuary where we know the truth, we know we are protected, we are safe, and we are at peace, so that we might realize the truth. That there is an inner strength, a resiliency breathing through us, so we might stand firm in who we are. That allows us to be grounded and stable, that sustains us with the courage to step out into unknown space and to expand the consciousness of who we are. We stand firm in the tenacity that is ours to realize. And in the silence of our being, we allow ourselves to be in that knowing. To know that I have all that I need to move forward in abundant and beautiful expressions of who I am. In the silence, I know this truth. And we breathe in knowing every vibration of sound is shedding and sharing some beauty in the world. We stand firm in knowing our truth and the realization that we have all that we need to do to keep on keeping on. And as we open our eyes, we feel it, we know it, we stand on it, and we go forth to express it. And so it is. Amen.
The things that no longer serve us. And that's what this song that I'm about to play is all about, is recognizing the things that no longer serve us. I wrote this song as a relationship was ending. It wasn't a significant relationship other than I got a song that I'm very proud of out of it. But in the same breath, it was a song that it taught me that in life, hindsight really is 20/20. You can look back and say, wow, that was a situation that really didn't serve us. Why did I fight so hard to keep it? And I was telling Cerny, actually, the last time I saw him, a little story about this song, in that I played an open mic in New York in 2013, and I was just this girl with an acoustic guitar from Canada who, walked into this really nice venue, and I had no idea what I was walking into, but I got up to play, and Verdine White, the bass player from Earth, Wind & Fire, was sitting in the front row. And one of my idols, Felicia Collins, guitar player from the David Letterman show, was sitting next to him, and that was the moment where I was like, I'm plugged in, I can't run, what do I do? So I did what every songwriter does. I played an original, and this is the song that I wrote. This is the song I played. This is a song called I Wonder. You always had one foot out the door. I just thought that I could win you over. Hindsight becomes the sideline. It was all just a matter of time, and I wonder, oh, I wonder. You said that you saw no future. I could imagine our lives together. Dreaming comes so easily to a dreamer who knows how to dream, and I wonder, oh, I wonder. Was this even worth fighting for? Would I always be left with my longing for? Could I ever see you for who you really are? Were we ever worth fighting for? Now you're out looking for the next big thing, like you never really ever stopped searching. And happiness will always evade if you don't stop and enjoy something. I wonder, oh, I wonder, was this even worth fighting for? Would I always be left with my longing for? Could I ever see you for who you really are? Were we ever worth fighting for? 'Cause something's not feeling right, so how long should I ignore all the signs saying it's time to move on? I wonder, I wonder, I wonder, I wonder. Was this even worth fighting for? Would I always be left with my longing for? Could I ever see you for who you really are? Were we ever worth fighting for? I wonder. I wonder.
I like her. Wow. So I don't have a joke today. Just saying. But we are going to continue to explore our 12 powers of light, the attributes of our divine nature that we've been exploring this summer. And to remember that these divine attributes are inherently within all beings, whether they recognize it or not, whether they activate them or not, whether they show up as them or not, which is why it's important to know about them, to know who we are. These attributes were defined by Charles Fillmore, who's the co-founder of our Unity spiritual movement. Did you know we are a movement? We're an aspect of Christianity, but we're a movement because it's just like Jesus came to show an alternative to Judaism. That's who we are. How can we take it to another level, to really live it into life? And we can only do that by knowing who we are. So today we're going to explore our power tool, because that's what they are, I like to call them that, of strength, of inner strength. It was written in the book of Isaiah, chapter 40, 28 to 38. Have you not known? Have you not heard? The Lord is the everlasting God, the creator of the ends of the earth, and he does not faint or grow weary. His understanding is unsearchable. He gives power to the faint and strengthens the powerless. Even youths will faint and be weary, and the young will fall exhausted. But those who wait for the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. I know you've heard that one. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. That's a powerful statement. Cora Fillmore, who was Charles' second wife after Myrtle's passing and had been Charles' secretary, suggested in the book, The Christ Enthroned in Man, that passage reveals where we may find our true inner strength. So let us take a deeper look at that power of inner strength and how to activate it and use it to align with another level of who we are, of our divinity, of our wholeness, of bringing another level of our Christ nature into full expression. You know, the eagle that was referenced in Scripture, the one that I just read, is known as a symbol of strength and freedom in our country, right? I believe it was no accident that it was chosen. Perhaps our forefathers understood that the eagle represented a source of inner strength, something that we're born with, and when we allow that inner strength to flow naturally through us, we can soar with wings as eagles. They wanted our country to stand on that. And we have that free will to soar with the strength and the freedom as an eagle. You know, we look at the eagle in the sky and the magnificence of what they represent. You know, it's like the chicken looking up in the sky and go, I want to be like that. But we can, right? And so it's a choice that we make to experience and demonstrate it. That verse from Isaiah is telling us that even the strongest people will get tired at times, right? But the power and the strength of that we call God, the universal life energy and intelligence, our source, never diminishes. It suggests that God as our source within is never too tired or too busy to support and listen, because Spirit is always present within us. Always, and around us, and ready to participate in co-creating life through us. How many of us wake up every morning just being in that awareness, saying, I'm just going to move forward knowing that that source that I call God is moving through me and is sustaining me and setting into motion a beautiful day to thrive. That would be a good thought to have. So, God is our source of strength, and it comes from within us. We have to breathe into it. Just take a breath right now, just breathe into it. Can you feel it? It's subtle, but it's there. And when we feel life crushing us, and we do at times in our human experience, and we cannot take another step, or we feel like we cannot take another step, all we have to do is call upon the Spirit within us to renew our power of strength, to breathe into our power of strength. The word strength literally means to endure and to persist, to not give up, which we typically think of as in physical or mental capacity. The strength, though, is one of our divine faculties, the faculties of mind. When we're talking about mind, we're talking about divine mind, not just the brain. That's a small piece of who we are. So divine mind, our Christ nature that Charles Fillmore wrote about in his book, The 12 Powers of Man. And he defined strength as a divine idea. Through the revealing word, he said, strength is the energy of God, freedom from weakness, stability of character, power to withstand temptation, capacity to accomplish. Strength is physical, mental, and spiritual. All strength originates from spirit, the thought, and the word, spiritually expressed, being the manifestation. Reverend Linda Martellett-Whitsitt, in her book Divine Audacity, that we're using as the contemporary guide for our series this summer, says that there's an expanded perspective of inner strength that she calls stability, courage, and tenacity. As a matter of fact, she says about it, spiritual strength is our capacity to stand undaunted in the midst of shifting circumstances, to act courageously, and to stay the course. Simple as that. Need I read more? You know, Catherine Ponder, who is an amazing unity writer and kind of a guru of prosperity, wrote in her book, Healing Secrets of the Ages, that actually strength is threefold, which Charles alluded to. On the physical plane, strength is power, energy, vitality, and the freedom from weakness in the body, our stability in the body. On the mental plane, strength is the ability to achieve, to be a leader, to be an expert in one's field of work. It is the freedom from mental or emotional weakness. It is courage. And on the spiritual plane, strength is steadfastness, to the belief in good, persistence in expecting it. Do you do that? And the ability to withstand temptation, the distractions in life that prevent us from staying on track, or the refusal to settle for less than the best in one's life experiences. It is our tenacity. We have that ability within us. She goes on to say, strength is the ability to keep on keeping on. You know that one. When you don't think you can take another step, but you take a breath in and somewhere you find the ability to keep moving forward. She said, despite negative conditions in one's bodies and affairs, the keeping on, keeping on. Strength is not physical violence or mental force. That's the illusion. It is quiet energy that is stirred up by man's faith in the good, in the possibility of the knowing that everything we can desire is inherently available to us. She said, as strength is activated, it flows into every department of one's life, physical, mental, spiritual, producing remarkable improvements there. And I would say producing remarkable healing and transformation and demonstration of abundance in life. When we stand grounded in our strength. I think most of us think of physical strength when we consider the idea of strength, like Samson in the Bible, or a bodybuilder like mass muscle. And it can be, but that's the physical outer demonstration of things. Being physically strong and fit is admired in our world, though, right? If we don't have big muscles, we're considered weak, but that's not the truth of us. Catherine Ponder pointed out, true strength is more than brute force. If we ignore the source of our true strength, one or more areas of our life, mind or body especially, will be weakened and thus out of balance. And that's where we always have our issues, is the areas where we're out of balance. So it's important to know that strength is closely allied with faith. In the symbology of the 12 disciples and the 12 qualities of mind that Jesus encouraged and developed in his closest followers, strength and faith are represented by another pair of brothers. Andrew represents strength, and Peter, or Simon Peter, represent faith. And the two brothers must grow together, both under the loving direction of one's own Christ divine nature. They collaborate, they support each other. Faith must continually be strengthened, and strength must be inspired to right action by faith, to be in balance, or it can misuse that energy. It is said that Andrew first found Jesus and was so impressed that he took his brother Simon Peter to meet this new teacher. Andrew was manly, so he demonstrates strength in who he was. He was manly enough, though, to follow up on inner leading and strong enough to take his place in the group of the other disciples, although he never became conspicuous in it. He didn't need to draw attention to his strength and who he was. So as a power, strength does not attract much attention. It's not showboating. If it is not present, though, we become keenly aware of the lack. So an underbalanced demonstration of inner strength shows up with a lack of strength in character. Maybe you hadn't thought about that one. Someone who lacks purpose is a quitter, lacks endurance, may be tired or fatigued, and lives in fear or lack of self-worth. So think about those things. Have they shown up in you or been around somebody, and we feel like we don't have the energy to move forward or the confidence in who we are. But an overbalanced demonstration of strength would show up as aggressiveness, to use force for power, to be bossy or a bully, or an overextender, to be pushy. It's like they don't know how to balance that. And usually it's a way to cover up that lack of confidence or fear that I'm not good enough or somehow have to pretend to be something I'm not. So when we force a situation, when we're not in balance with our inner powers of stability, courage, and tenacity, we're not going to be grounded in who we are moving forward. Note the center of strength is located in the small of the back, where we carry a lot of weight, right? So take time to focus your attention there as you align with faith as directed by divine power, that source within us that aligns with strength. It is the ganglionic center that represents strength that is closely aligned with the adrenal system. The adrenals can be exhausted, and we wonder why I have no energy. And it's interesting that they are sometimes called the glands that are the fights of the body, that they fight, disease or viruses or any disruption. And so if anything else is out of balance and those adrenals are overworked, it will exhaust us. The adrenals are our defender of our body and can easily be exhausted if we're not taking care of them. So take notice of that and how to vitalize your adrenal system so that you can be grounded. And notice, it's like the lower part of the back and then the solar plexus right here in the center of your stomach where wisdom is. Those two are kind of closely connected as well. That's our grounding system. We need them both to be in balance to have the strength that is guided by our wisdom. So strength is consciously awakened first in the intellectual nature, our mind, and then developed through prayerful concentration of faith that is directed energy. Remember, we direct energy into a concept, an idea, a goal, something that we want to accomplish. So it's putting the energy forth and then breathing through our adrenals, our center of strength, that gives us the energy to move forward with it. To be a spiritual realization of the oneness of our source of all strength. It comes from within us. And the result is continuous, limitless supply of strength, providing that stability, the courage, and the tenacity we need to move forward. The outer demonstration of our inner strength then becomes known. My grandmother was one of those people that was one of my best examples of someone who demonstrated that God was her source of strength in every need. She had a remarkable life. She was born in 1889, the same year Unity started. She was a school teacher in a one-room school from grades 1 through 12. She was a detective in the underground in Seattle to help find lost girls in the 1930s, you can imagine. She corresponded with Myrtle Fillmore and really was grounded in it. She was a mentor for me. And so I remember that when she felt the need for strength, she would turn to Psalms 121. She frequently used it and quoted it, and I remember when I felt overwhelmed, she would remind me of that. I lift up my eyes to the hills, from where will my help come? My help comes from the Lord who made heaven and earth. As we ground with our physical and the spiritual in the center of our being. And she always turned to that inner strength of spirit to carry her through life's challenges quietly, allowing that inner strength within her to be her guide and to connect her with whatever she needed to do moving forward. I never saw my grandmother upset. She knew where her source of strength was, and she just breathed into it. And so I remember her words. It reminds me to turn within when I'm feeling weak or lost or confused or fearful or in pain or I'm floundering or I'm exhausted. And I feel a sense of peace that comes over me, this renewed energy that says, keep on keeping on, take one more step, don't give up, you can do this. That's how I got through my move. You know, it's like when you're going, oh my gosh, how can we have so many boxes? And if I have to lift one more and carry it up the stairs, I'm going to scream. And yet, there is a goal to be accomplished. So you take a breath, you take a break, you drink some water, you sustain yourself with some nourishment, and you keep on keeping on. Remember, it is the Christ within, our God source, that truly does the work in and through whatever we do. And so whenever I'm faced with a challenge, I always go to this statement of to say, it is not I, but the Christ within that does the work. It is not I, but the Christ within that does the work. And I lean into that. That's what we do. So just like we exercise our body to remain physically strong and exercise our mind to remain mentally focused, we do not exercise our spiritual strength as often, do we? We forget that is the most important one. Our connection with our divinity, that strength that we need to sustain our life, will not be there if we're not focusing on breathing into it and aligning with it. You know, it's just like that childhood story, The Three Little Pigs, you know, where they each one built a house, one of sticks or straws or bricks, and which one had the sustainable foundation? The bricks, right? So we want to consider where we're building our foundation to remain strong in life and know that it comes from within, so that I can be resilient like the bamboo or stay strong and not be blown over like the bricks, right? So it is what keeps us keeping on, allows us to experience the freedom to soar with wings like eagles. It doesn't become hard then. It's like, I can just soar through this because I have what I need to sustain me. And my wings will allow me to just relax into it when I need to. I conclude our lesson today by reminding you that we need to choose to activate and call upon the power of strength within us, to sustain our ability to thrive so that we can manifest our abundance. We must choose to activate it and sustain it and notice when we're off balance. For when we do that, we will have the courage to take action to release what no longer is usable or useful or supportive. The things that no longer serve us, maybe they did at one time, but we aren't committed to having to drag that stuff around with us forever. What is usable, useful, and supportive, that is the only thing I'm going to carry with me. And so we shift our focus and our attention and our direction toward those things that lift us up in the alignment with what supports us to be restored into can knock us over. Nothing can stop us from obtaining and manifesting our true potential. Nothing can stop us from growing and evolving and developing that infinite light that's inherently within us. To remember we are a light, right? And it is divinely designed within us to be successful. It isn't like random hit and miss. Oh, you're special and you're not. No, 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 no. inherently within all of us. So we know how to use this because we have tools available to us, right? But we have to open the spiritual toolbox and activate them and use them effectively. So let us affirm this truth together, and let this be your affirmation for this week. I have the strength to accomplish all that is mine to do. Together, I have the strength to accomplish all that is mine to do. And breathe it in. Did you hear a little yes inside? So as a reminder of this attribute, we're going to add to our spiritual toolbox this week this feather that I picked up along the way somewhere. I'd like to think that it's like a raptor feather. I have a bigger one, but it wouldn't fit in the box. So I brought this one to remember that the power of strength, we are like the wings of eagles, that we can soar on the wings of eagles. We can glide through when we need to, and then add the power of our wings to sustain us and focus in on what it is we need whenever we need it. Are you willing to do that? Can I hear an amen? Amen. Amen, and so it is. Let us have music.
Yeah, I was like, oh, yes, let's have music. But first, we want to thank all of you who may be joining us for the first time here or online. Thank you for sharing your consciousness and your love with us. And we have a welcome packet on the back table of the sanctuary for you if you're here in person. If it's your second time with us, welcome back. And if you've been with us for a long time now, welcome home. So to all our friends, we want to share our unity blessing. To our newcomers and live streamers, we love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the divinity you are. And at this time, we'd like to prepare for our love offering. And I invite Nicola to prepare for her next song. This is the time in our service when we have the chance to share of our financial blessings with this community. There are 4 easy ways to do so. You can visit our website at unityofsouthsound.org and click on the orange donate button. You can make a one-time or ongoing donation there, and it's simple and secure to do. You can call our office at 253-301-0385. You can mail it to us at Unity of South Sound, 710 South Anderson Street, Tacoma, Washington, 98405. And if you're here in person, there is an offering plate on the back table of the sanctuary. Whichever way we make our tithes, we hold these love offerings in this moment in our hands and our hearts and affirm this together. Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am in perfect balance and flow with the universal tides of giving and receiving. Thank you, God.
I just love how every time I plan to play Unity, there's always a little hiccup in the morning. And this is my hiccup. I planned to play a different song this morning. And we'd kind of played it around with the band. And then I said, well, we do have an option too. And Cerny goes, yeah, let's do that. And so the Spirit spoke through Cerny this morning because I'm calling you out, man. Because this song, I feel, fits so well with this morning's message. It is all about in those moments where you feel weak, when you need that strength to look to Christ or to your inner Christ, to God, and say, God, I'm giving this all to you. Please just keep me strong. This is a cover song. This is a song by Lauren Daigle. I keep fighting voices in my head that say I'm not enough. Every single lie that tells me I will never measure up. Am I more than just the sum of every high and every low? Remind me once again just who I am, because I need to know. You say I am loved when I can't feel a thing. You say I am strong when I think I am weak. You say I am held when I've fallen short, when I don't belong. You say I am yours, and I believe, oh, I believe what you say of me. The only thing that matters now is everything you think of me. In you I find my worth, in you I find my identity. Ooh, you say I am loved when I can't feel a thing. You say I am strong when I think I am weak. You say I am held when I've fallen short, when I don't belong. You say I am yours, and I believe, oh, I believe what you say of me. Taking all I have and now I'm laying it at your feet. You have every failure, God. You have every victory. Ooh, you say I am loved when I can't feel a thing. You say I am strong when I think I am weak, when I don't believe, when I've fallen short, when I don't belong. You say I am yours,
Wow, thank you, Nicola Landy and our Unity Band. We have some announcements for you this morning, and we want you to know that you can keep up to date with all our announcements of our Sunday services and events by subscribing to our weekly e-newsletter. And you can go to our homepage and click on the newsletter sign up button at the top. Fill out your contact info and submit. Your info will be safe on this secure site and will never be shared. So I have a question. Do you have a lovely singing voice that you would like to share with us? Anyone? Do you have a passion for working with children? Well, you're in luck. We have some opportunities to share with you this morning. We're currently seeking volunteers for the music celebration team. That's what Joey was doing this morning. And our youth team, who are over in Wesley Hall, and they'll be out shortly. Our Sunday singers sign up to lead the congregational songs, and we also need a couple of assistants in our youth classrooms. So if you're interested, or if you have any questions, you're not sure, please contact our office or sign up at the back table. A local coordinator for international exchange students is looking for a volunteer host family to host a student who will be coming in a week or two. This is the last year that this particular student can apply, so we're visualizing and holding to get her placed with a volunteer host family in the next couple of days. Tacoma schools are the only schools in our area that currently have room, and we would love for her to live with a Unity family. Gesu is 17, lives in Tajikistan with her family, including her grandmother. She studies hard and earned a scholarship from the Department of State to attend school here. She helps a lot around the house. She likes to sew, read, and talk to her friends. While she's in the United States, she would love to learn something about fashion and designing clothes. She's a very sweet girl with straight A's. Volunteer host families throw one more plate on the table 3 times a day, and she'll go to the local high school. So please contact the office if you're interested in hosting this awesome student. Our Circle of Friends women's group will meet at Julie Webb's home in Kent in her backyard on Saturday, September 10th from noon to 5. Please join us for reconnection as we share our stories of the recent past and our future plans. We will have a potluck because sharing food gives us an opportunity for self-expression, joy, and giving. We can walk Julie's labyrinth. We can sit around her campfire. For the gardeners among us, Julie has just divided her perennials and has some to share. So bring your camping chair, some food to share, and your wonderful self. We can't wait to see you again. Carpooling is a great idea because parking is limited, so call a friend and fill your car. Email the office at office@unityofsouthsound.org for Julie's address and contact info. Join us on Sunday, September 18th after the service for a community gathering event. We will be sharing important church updates at this time. This event will be live streamed for those who can't make it to the service in person. So please stay tuned for more information. A 2-part Unity Basics class is happening in September. Tuesday, September 20th, and Thursday, September 22nd, from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. This class is for anyone, both existing members as a review and for new voting membership as a prerequisite to membership so you can vote. Have you ever wondered what Unity is about, who we are, where we came from, and what we believe? This class will answer those questions and more, an opportunity to find out more about Unity, our roots, our basic guiding principles, as well as an intro to our core teachings of prosperity and prayer. It's a required course for those interested in becoming a voting member of Unity of South Sound. Our next new, I'm confused. Okay. The New Members Sunday, where we welcome our new members, will be on September 25th, and with a special ceremony during our morning service. If you would like to vote for our new board members and have a voice in the unfoldment of this ministry, becoming a new member is an important step for your discernments to be counted. Sign-ups for membership are, you can call or email our office to fill out a membership application form, and we also have forms on the information table at the back of the sanctuary. Everyone is welcome and encouraged to attend the Unity Basic class. It will be facilitated by Reverend Megan Smith Brooks and offered on a love offering basis. And now, let's welcome in our children.
All right, so we were a small but very mighty group today, and we discussed strength, just like you guys, strength, and we did the story of David and Goliath. And Goliath had that big physical strength, and then David had that inner strength, that knowing that God was with him all the time and all the way through the process. And then we wrote an affirmation, God is my strength and my song. And that was our lesson for today.
Let's bless our children. We love you. We bless you. We appreciate you. And we behold the divinity you are. Parents, if you have children up here, come on up and take their hands. Everyone else, we invite you to stand if you're able and hold your hands high as we sing our peace song, sending peace to the entire world.
Say something before we say our prayer for protection. It's important for us to recognize when we're saying words, they have meaning and power. And sometimes aligning our words to stand in the truth in a better way is important. So the last part has been tweaked just a little bit. So we know we're standing in the truth and claiming that we are one with the Spirit within us, that I am God and God is in me. And so just know that it's going to come up a little different, but it's all good.
So let us say it, all right?
The light of God surrounds us. I am the light. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love. The power of God protects us. I am the power. The presence of God enfolds over us. I am the presence. Wherever I am, God is. Wherever God is, I am. And we are one.
But you can say all is well.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next week, same time, same place. God bless you all.
Back from outer space, I just walked in to find you here with that sad look upon your face. I should have changed that stupid lock. I should have made you leave the key. If I'd have known for just 1 second you'd be back to bother me. Oh, now go, walk out the door. Just turn around now, 'cause you're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to hurt me with goodbye? You think I'd crumble? Think I'd lay down and die? Oh no, not I will survive. Oh, as long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay alive. I've got all my life to live. I've got all my love to give. I'll survive. I will survive. Hey, hey. It took all the strength I had not to fall apart, to trying hard to mend the pieces of my broken heart. Oh, no, that was nothing, and feeling sorry for myself. I used to cry, hold my head up high, and you see me, somebody new. I'm not that chained up little person still in love with you. Like dropping in and you expect me to be free, when I found even all my loving for someone who's loving me. So now walk out the door, don't turn around now, 'cause you're not welcome anymore. I've got all my life to live, I've got all my love to give, and I'll survive. I will survive. Hey, hey. Somebody new. I'm not that chained up little person still